What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games. Welcome to another episode of Bill's Day Off. So, we're going to do a little bit different today. We're not on the table, we're back on the computer screen, and we are going to play one of my favorite games from the 2000s that literally spent hours and hours playing, and it recently got a 2021 update. So, welcome to Promotion Wars. It's a wrestling game. It's had a bunch of different updates over the years. Went away for a while and apparently just found it and started checking it out, and it brought me back. So we're going to get into it. We're going to start a new Fed. Put in my name. And here we go. So now we get to choose between a bunch of different Feds. You have AEW. Now, they all give you some sort of little challenge type to them. AEW, you could start off being the second best brand with a huge money, but you have a overabundance of wrestlers. There could be game changer wrestling based out of New Jersey. They got $1 million. That's nice. You got Impact Wrestling, $10 million. A small TV deal. Major League Wrestling. You can be New Japan. You can be the National Wrestling Alliance, get $5 million. You can be Ring of Honor, $15 million. You can be Shimmer Women's Wrestling. You can be the WWE and have that $100 million and all the big names. You can be NXT. Or we can create our own indie, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go just no wrestlers, no money. We're just going to have fun. So we're going to call it HVF or HVW, High Volume Wrestling. High Volume Wrestling, it will be the World Heavyweight title, the World Heavyweight Champion, and there we go. There is our Fed. Now we have nobody, so we can't start a show. We can look at our feedback, and it'll tell you we have nobody. We don't even have enough to put on a full show. Our Wednesday house show. So every Wednesday we're going to have a show. Our World Heavyweight title is valued at 70%. We want to get that to 100. And we got a bunch of money. And our quality is below average because, we don't have a product. So we're going to check. Nobody's in training camp. So we need to sign wrestlers. So you go over here to new signing. And there's draw and there's ability. Now, don't take ability to mean every kind of ability, just because somebody like a Tommy Dreamer, who I won't be able to see because Tommy Dreamer's in, I will be able to see him. He's in Impact, though. Somebody like a Tommy Dreamer is going to be a 67 in ring, but his hardcore is 81. So he's gonna. The more hardcore matches you put him in, the better match quality you're gonna get from him. Whereas some of the other guys are just a regular match, like say let's go back up. If I can see him, it's AD, like a Hangman Adam Page is an 87 ability. So he's going to have, but he's got a 72 hardcore, so he's not going to be as good in the hardcore matches, but his regular matches are going to be fantastic. So we are going to get into looking, and draw is going to bring in the fans. Draws are going to basically bring in the fans. Ability is going to, keep them, make them happy. So we need, but the bigger the draw they are, the more expensive they're going to be. And in our case, where we only have about 600,000, we're going to need people who don't have a lot of draw but have a decent amount of ability. So I'm looking as we go down this list. I mean, Air Paris, Frank Air Paris, born in '77. He had a brief tag team with AJ Styles. He's approaching the end of his career, and he's a 20 draw, but he's got a 70 in ring ability and a 76 hardcore, so he can show up in matches. So we'll just throw an offer to him, like of about $200-300 a week. We'll offer him the mid card because he's at least there. But now, say if I wanted to do this, we're not going to do this, but say I wanted Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa's in the WWE right now, so I would have to approach to sign him. The WWE would charge me as much as they would, I would have to put out an offer to the WWE just to talk to Tozawa, and if they allowed it, and he says yes to my Fed, then he would I would pay that $100 and something thousand. So we don't want to do that right now. We can also book people for a regular show, just for one show. But let's get a crew together before we do it. Andrew Everett, 45. He had a decent TNA X Division run, but he's a 78. Let's offer him 700, 800. Let's go with Andy Black. He's got a low money, so we're only going to offer him 300. We're offering people 1-year deals because we're not going to make a lot of money at the beginning. Why are these guys all known as with an A? But that guy's at 8 with an 18. No thanks. You just gotta get a guy named Big Daddy Yum Yum. Okay. Where's Ryan Nemeth? Let's try to get Briley Pierce. Ryan Nemeth, brother of Dolph Ziggler. He's 29 with a 65, so he won't be expensive. And we'll put him in the upper card. We want him. We'll push him. Where is Chavo Guerrero Jr.? Actually, let's get the big man. Let's get Kaz, because he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Probably not going to take that deal, but we'll ask for Celeste, who was Caitlyn. I want her to be a face. We're just throwing out offers and hoping some people stick with it. They put Carlito in WWE, which is a shame because he's not in WWE, and there's a guy who we could get. Daniel McCobb. He's low draw, but a 672. I've offered him a lot of money. Let's approach the former Summer Rae. Because if we can get her and Caitlyn, not that I expect, because they probably make more money not with us than with. Let's offer Davey Boy Smith Jr. The most money. Could we? Because imagine getting Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Ryan Nemeth. All right. So what we'll do is we'll back out. We're not going to make a first show. Let's see. So we've gotten some emails. Ryan Nemeth, Andy Black, Celeste Bonin, and Danielle Monet. Ryan Nemeth has joined, so we have our first person who we want to push. Ryan Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler's brother. Andy Black has joined. Celeste Bonin has turned down the offer. We kind of figured that. Danielle Monet is signed. So actually, since Dolph Ziggler and Summer Rae had a bit of a, they were rivals at one point. It could be fun to have them, Nemeth and Danielle be valet. But obviously we're going to cancel the show because we don't have enough wrestlers. Air Paris has joined. Okay. So now that we can look at what we have a roster. We need, I think, 10 minimum. So right now we have Air Paris. We have Andy Black. We have Summer Rae. Which am I allowed to change her name? We can. We'll bring her back. WWE will sue me later, but we'll put with a Y. There we go. All right. So there we go. We got some 4. My goal for this video will be let's get enough to get one match or one show, and then we'll. Now here's the weak part is we're gonna get charged for them for this week. So yeah. Daniel McCobb has joined, so we got 5. All right, so let's go back to training camp. Nobody new signing. Let's look at LA Park. LA Park's high. I want him, but let's look at the Laredo kid. He's 44 with an 81. The good thing is with a lot of these guys wanting mid card, or let's go for Leo Rush. Bobby Lashley's old valet manager, plus being on the challenge. He's got he's notoriety. Let's go for Mad Braddox, aka Brad Maddox. Let's go try to get Teddy Hart, even though he's a insane person. He's got skills. I would try to steal Tay Conti from AEW, but I'm sure I'd pay for it. Because if we could get Teddy Hart and maybe Davey Boy Smith Jr., we'd get the original New Heart Foundation. And let's look for Ted DiBiase Jr. Again, I don't think these guys will go for my price value. Just get the just go for the hardcore guys. Just have them fight hardcore matches. One thing we could do is we can go into this and we can go free agent and draw in-ring ability. Let's go over 70. And there we go. Oh, this guy's name is A Very Good Professional Wrestler. Okay. We will offer him a contract. He's a 20, so we shouldn't have to pay much for him. We'll go for. Let's see. I doubt we can afford April Brooks, aka AJ Lee. Austin Aries. Again, bit of a head case, but there's Chavo. Chavo's a really big name, though, with 60 draw value. All right, so let's see. We added another few. 7 emails. Let's delete all the red ones. Okay, Andrew Everett. He joins. Laredo Kid. He turns down the offer. We are told that the roster is too small. Kaz XL turns down. Maddox turns down. Very Good Professional Wrestler turns it down. Austin Aries signs. That's huge for us. We have our top star. And Davey Boy Smith Jr. joins. That's huge. So we got 2 big names. So our roster at the moment is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Although Samurai can't fight the men. I don't know. Maybe she can. So we need 1 more male, 1 more female. And then we can get our match. And that'll be it for this show. And then next show we'll start. Alright, so advanced search. Free agent. Female wrestlers. In ring at least 50. We could try Ariana Andrew, famously known as Cameron in WWE. We can go for Ashley America. She's got a very low draw value, so we might not even have to pay her very much. I mean, we could put in an offer to Awesome Kong. I doubt she'll take it, but it's because she's going to bring names. Nicole Matthews. She's at 74, so let's offer her some money. She wants to be an upper card worker, though. That's going to be interesting. All right. Monday, so let's try. Lio Rush rejects the offer. April Brooks says no. Ashley America signs the contract. Again, we did not have to pay her much, so let's go. We got 9. Let's look at. Give me free agents, male, who are. They got to have at least a 60, but their draw value is 0 to 30. Because these are the guys who are going to take very little to be in the company. All right, AJ Sanchez, we'll just offer him the minimum contract. Because he's a 12 with a 60. Anthony Henry will offer, because he's a 70, we'll offer him a little more. Eric Cannon will offer a little more. Now this is probably drowning us in money because we don't have big stars, so. Teddy Hart says no. AJ Sanchez signs the contract, so we should be able to run this house show with 10 people. Okay, so we're going to sort by capacity. We're going to go to the Betty D. Smith Cultural Arts Center with 100 people. We won't even fill that. We're going to have to have 5 people because we have 5. Okay, there is intergender. We could have put Summer Rae in a match. We're going to single match for the world title. No stipulations. It's going to be between Davey Boy Smith and Austin Aries. We will see. Ryan Nemeth take on who is the better the highest on ability? Aries Everett. So we'll see Everett take on Nemeth. Actually, we shouldn't even do that. We should put Everett with. We'll put McCobb against Nemeth. We'll put Everett with Air Paris. And Ryan Nemeth's going to win this one normally. We want to push Ryan Nemeth. We'll put Air Paris and then Everett. Let's put. We'll put our women's match in with Summer Rae and Ashley America, but we're going to have Summer Rae win this. And our last match. So obviously this is just a thrown together show because we only have 10 wrestlers, but we'll see what happens. So we click to confirm. Now it's going to offer you, do you want to have the finish of the matches shown, or do you want to just go to the results? Since we get some time, I wanted to get this in 30. We will go to the finish. We're just waiting on it to catch up. So I promise next episode, because we'll have more people, wrestlers, and we'll be able to. We'll have a lot more going on. So we made it to our house show, Betty D. Smith Cultural Center in Sanford, Florida. We had an attendance of 70 out of our 100 people. 70 people going to watch Austin Aries and Davey Boy Smith Jr. go at it. All right, so first up, Andy Black versus AJ Sanchez. AJ hits the fall-away moonsault. And it's over. AJ Sanchez, the first win in high-volume wrestling history. Summer Rae hits the Summer Crush, and she's gonna win. Although we forced that to happen. We booked that one. Uh, the others are pretty much. Oh, Air Paris going to the top rope. He hits the moonsault, and it's over. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Ryan Nemeth taking on Daniel McCobb. Oh, with the referee's back turned, Ryan Nemeth hits McCobb with the low blow, and he faced a handful of tights, and it is over. Ryan Nemeth just cheated his way to a victory. And here it is, the world title match. Austin Aries gets Davey Boy Smith Jr. with Last Chancery. There's no way for him to go. Davey Boy Jr. taps out, and Austin Aries wins the match. That is it, my friends. So let's look at the matches. AJ Sanchez defeated Eddie Black with a 68% match rating. Summer Rae defeated Ashley America with a 66%. Air Paris defeated Andrew Everett with a 73%. Nemeth defeated McCobb with a 70%. And Austin Aries defeated Davey Boy Smith Jr. with a 78%. Our overall show rating was a 76.80. So we go to our list. It's funny, when you see 3 after a show, you know somebody's either complaining or someone's hurt. So it's not good either way. House show info. Ticket sales were $700, and we made $128. So we're basically losing. Oh, somebody's upset. Andrew Everett is extremely unhappy about losing to Air Paris. Andrew Everett, didn't you get a contract for $100? You should be just happy to be here. No, I don't know. Fans thought it was an enjoyable show. So there we go. No, it's not here. We can go to general info and promotion rankings and see we are the 11th promotion ranking right now. So far, our best house show is 70 people. And that's about it for this episode. We can just move it up a little bit. We'll go to Saturday. That way we can get these new hires, if any. All right, so Ariane Andrew signs a contract. So we have Cameron from WWE. Nicole Matthews has signed a contract. Eric Cannon has signed a contract. Chavo Guerrero says no. Our wages were $7,000, so we made about $900 on that show, and our wages were $7,700. We're currently doing a good job, though. But we'll hopefully get some training camp people. Oh, we got a training camp person. Okay. He's not that great, but Andy Williams, we'll put him in. Andy Williams comes into the fold, and we get him for a minimal contract. So our roster is forming. That's we look at the contract. He's with us till February 2022, so he's got a year for $200 a week, so not bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 right now. We have 4 female and 10 male. All right, we'll have to make a women's title next time. See who will become our first ever high volume wrestling women's champion, and add some more people. And hopefully we'll start building and getting into bigger venues, and we'll see. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great night. We'll be back with some more episodes soon. I'll be recording Axel Schultz versus Michael Moorer tomorrow morning, and as well as Sixto Sanchez's debut in History Maker Baseball. So I will see you guys later. Take care and have a great night. Bye now.